Addition is simply the process of combining numbers together. So we can see here on the top we have 346, and on the bottom we have 121. So when we add, we're going to combine the numbers together. So we're going to add the ones, we're going to add the tens, we're going to add the hundreds. So you can see here we have 300s and 100 here, 4 tens, 2 tens, we have 6 ones and 1 single one there. So when we add in, we add them by column. So we start with the ones, so we do 6 plus 1. So if we combine these together, it's like so, we get 7. If we combine the tens together, we have 4 tens plus 2 tens. That is going to give us 6 tens, and we combine them. So that is 6 tens. We combine the hundreds. So we have 300s here, 100 there. Combine them to make 4 100s. So the answer to this is 467. So we are now going to be using the column method to solve the same problem again, but this time we're going to do it without using any of the blocks. So when you're adding using the column method, you typically want to put the larger number on top of the smaller one. So all you need to do is just look at the two numbers, compare the hundreds, so we can see we have 3 hundreds here, we have 100 there, so this number's bigger, so we're going to put that one on top, so 346. So when doing this, allow yourself plenty of room to do this, plus 121, and we are adding these two numbers together. So we're going to draw a grid like this, and we're going to label the place value in each column. So here we have the ones, so if I just put them the same color as the blocks, so we have the ones here, so this tells us how many ones we have, and these are the tens, and these are the hundreds. So the hundreds were the blue squares, the tens were the strips, and the ones were the small blocks. So if we add these up, so if we add the ones, we do 6 ones plus 1 1, that gives us 7. If we add the tens, so these strips, we do 4 tens plus 2 tens, that gives us 6. And if we add the hundreds, so the blue squares, we do 3 plus 1, that gives us 400. And that is the answer. So we can see we have two numbers here, so we have 267 and we have 145. So we're going to combine the numbers because that's what addition means. So when we add numbers, we combine all of their place values. So we're going to add the ones, we're going to add the tens, and we're going to add the hundreds. So let's start with the ones. So let's add the ones. So we can see we have 7 ones here and 5 ones there. So if we add them, we get 12 ones. So if we can combine these two together, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So because we have 10 ones in here, so what we can do is we can actually carry that across into this column for the 10. So we can exchange these 10 ones for a 10. Okay, so we can exchange these 10 ones here for a 10. So this is carrying across, so we're carrying on a 10. And we're going to put that extra 10 here, and we're going to take these away. And then we have 2 ones left over there. Okay, so we have 2 ones, and we've carried on the extra 10. So now we add the tens, so we have 6 tens here, and we now have 5 tens. Okay, so we have 5 tens here. So remember, we carried that 10. So now if we add these, we have 11 tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11 tens. And because we have 11 tens, okay, 10 of them is going to make 100. So let's take 10 of them. So we're going to carry across that 100 into this column. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can exchange these 10 here for a blue square. So there's the blue square. So we can now carry this blue square into the hundreds, and we've got this 10 left over here. Okay, so that has left behind 110. So now we add the hundreds, so this has become 200. Okay, so this has become 200, so we add the hundreds, so we have 200s plus 200s. Okay, so if we add them, we get 400s. So the answer to that is going to be 412. So we have 400s, 110, and 2 1s. So 412. So now let's look at using the column method to add up the same two numbers. So we're going to do this without using the blocks. So when you're using the column method, you always put the bigger number on top. So if we look at this number, we have 2 for the hundreds. For this number, we have 1 for the hundreds. So this one's bigger. So we're going to put that one on top. So we have 267, and we have 145. So we draw our grid just like we did before, and we would label the place values for each grid. So these here are the 1s. The next ones are the 10s. So these were the strips. And the next one is the hundreds. So these were the blue squares. And the 1s were the small blocks. So now if we add the numbers vertically, we have 5 plus 7, or 7 plus 5, doesn't matter which way around. So we add the 1s here, so 7 1s plus 5 1s. That gives us 12. So we have 12 1s, and we're going to take out a 10 from those 12 1s, and we're going to carry that in the 10th column. And that will leave us with 2 1s, just like we did with the blocks. So now we add the 10s. So now we have 6 10s plus 4 10s. That's going to be 10, plus the extra 10 we carried from the 1s. That is going to give us 11 10s. So we have 11 green strips. So what we do is we're going to exchange 10 of those 10s for 100, and we're going to carry that into the hundreds column. So we have 11 10s. That means 110. So we take the 100 out of there, and we carry it into the hundreds column, and that's going to leave behind 110. So we put the 1 there. We now add the hundreds. So we have 200 plus 100. That is 300, plus the extra 100 we carried from the tens column. So that is going to give us 400. And that is the answer. So 412. So let's do another addition problem. So as you can see here, we have 2,689. And for the other number, we have 1,567. So we can add these together. So when we're adding, we're combining numbers. So these blocks here, so the red one, so this represents 1,000. So it's 1,000 yellow ones. So it's like that. So if we combine the numbers together, we have 9 1s and 7 1s. So if we combine them, we get 16. So let's put them together. So we get 16 here. So what we can do is, because we have 16, there's 1 10 in here. So if we take out 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is 10 1s. We can exchange those 10 for a 10 strip, and we can carry that into the other column. So if we put that there, that becomes a 7, and we can take these ones away. So now we add the 10s. Okay, so we have 8 10s and 7 10s. So that is going to become 15. So if we add these together, we have 15 10s. So let's combine them. So we have 15 tens. So let's take away 10 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these 10 here, these 10 tens, we're going to swap that for 100. Okay, so I'm going to carry that 100 into the hundreds column there, and I'm going to turn that into a 6, and I can take these ones away. So we have 50 left over here. Okay, so that's 50, and that is 6. So now we add the hundreds together. So we have 600s plus 600s. That is going to give us 1200s. So we're going to have 1200s. So if we combine these and we swap 10 of these, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So they're going to swap 10 of these for one of them. So there's 1,000. So we're going to carry on 1,000 into the other column. So we put the extra 1,000 here. That 1 changes to a 2 to show that we have 2,000s, and we have 2 100s left over. Okay, so now we add the thousands together. So if we add these, so we have 2,000s here and 2,000s here. So if we add these together, we get 4,000. So there's 4,000 here. So the final answer is going to be 4,256. So now let's add those same two numbers again using the column method, but this time we won't use the blocks. So first we will not identify which is the bigger number. So for this one we have 2,000s. For this one we have 1,000. Since 1,000 is the most significant figure for both, we just look at the 1,000s, compare them, and use that to choose the bigger number. So in this case, this is the bigger number because it's got more thousands than this number. So this number is going to go on top. So we have 2, 6, 8, and 9. And we put the smaller one on bottom. So we have 1, 5, 6, 7. And we're adding these numbers together. So we're going to now construct our grid. So there's our grid. We'll label the place values. So in this column we had the 1s. So this was the small blocks. In the other column we have the 10s. So these were the strips where 10 ones made up a strip of 10. And we have the hundreds in this one. So these were the blue squares. And we had the thousands in this one here. So that's the thousands. That was the red cube. So now we're going to add these vertically. So we have 9 ones plus 7 ones. That is going to give us 16 ones. And we're going to take 10 out of those 16 ones and exchange it for a 10. And we're going to put that into the tens column. And we're left behind with 6 ones. So we put those 6 ones down. We now add the tens. So we have 8 tens plus 6 tens. That is going to give us 14 plus the extra 10 that we carried. So that's going to give us 15. So it's 15 tens. So that is 150. But we're going to take 10 of those tens and exchange it for 100. And we're going to carry that into the hundreds column. So this is 150 because that's 15 tens. We've taken 100 out of it and we've carried it into the hundreds column. And then we put down the tens remaining. So we have 5 remaining. We now add the hundreds column. So we have 600 plus 500. That's going to give us 11 plus the extra 1. That's 12. So we have 12 100s, which is 1,200. So we're going to borrow the 1,000 out of that 1,200, and we're going to carry it into the thousands column. And that's going to leave behind 200. So we put the 2 in. Okay, so we had 12 100s, which is 1,200. We took 1,000 out of that and carried that into the thousands column. And that left behind 200. So now we add the thousands. So we have 2,000 plus 1,000 plus the extra 1,000 we carried. That is going to give us 4 in total, because we have 2 plus 1, which is 3, plus the extra 1,000. That gives us 4. And that is the answer.